That's right, folks. Live at Pre-Admissions Gym Crashers. This is, once again, Gym Crashers Season 5 with myself, Joey the Bull, Dondo, and of course Adam, the guy's here in the house, and Dory Aoun.
Dory Aoun.
I got that right.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm learning.
Joe, because
Every day I'm taking a grammar class. I'm doing Hooked on Ebonics. I'm making it happen, brother.
hooked on chronic.
Hooked on, I wish I was hooked on chronic, but I get a heart attack.
I'm impressed.
And welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
That was a very nice intro, Joe. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm becoming very professional every day.
So, Dory, thank you for being here. We've heard great things, of course, because you have friends that are here in the studio. Mm-hmm. One being that you're a savage jiu-jitsu competitor.
Working on it.
Yeah?
Working on it, man. At the level I'm at right now, I'm just slowly improving, man. Trying to get better and better.
So, typically, and this is not always the case, but when I hear the word savage competitor, it usually precedes the jiu-jitsu training with something other, some kind of grappling, wrestling.
100%.
Did you have that before?
Definitely. I didn't have it in like a combat sport though. Okay. I played sports growing up. I never played organized sports. I couldn't get to practices and stuff, but I always played on the playground and stuff. But then I played basketball in high school for 4 years, and then it was weird. I never played football in high school, but I went ahead and said, all right, let me play football in college.
Damn.
So it was weird. I went and played, I tried to play basketball right after college, and then I got slapped in the face because I was playing against Garden Grove competition, and I'm like balling out. And then I go play at junior college level. Just junior college level, it's a bunch of D1 bounce backs, and at that level, I'm like, oh, dang, like there's a lot of great basketball outside of Garden Grove, you know? So I got hit in the face with that. I took some years off of sports, and I just started working. I was working for like 4 or 5 years, and then my buddy was coaching at Santa Ana College, Josh Webb. He was coaching the receivers, and I was like, dude, I'm going to go out and play because I need to go back to school. I've been trying to go back to school for 5 years now, and I've just been dropping all my classes. So let me go out. I have to take my 15 units. I have tutoring. I have everything I need so I can get through junior college, you know?
True.
So got through that, played 2 football seasons there, started all my games. I didn't play receiver. I played tight end because I was tough enough to block, but I still had speed and can catch.
You're a big dude. They can't see this on camera, but there's a lot of bone structure here. So yeah, tight end suits you.
Exactly, man. So I thought the same thing. I played tight end, played 2 years there, finished all my units I needed, and then I just transferred to Cal State Fullerton where I'm finishing my degree now.
Oh, that's dope.
So those are the sports I played before, and then all that ended up, all that made me do jiu-jitsu because once I was done with football, like I had nothing like keeping me competitive. Sure. If that makes sense. I was like, dude, I'm itching for that. Like I was like 20, 22, 23, I'm 26 now. I was like, dude, let me try something. My buddy was doing jiu-jitsu at Santa Ana and Hustle BJJ, Checkmate.
You're still over there, right? Hustle.
It's loyal, man.
Gianni's over there.
Stay where I'm at. Gianni Vasquez, baby, the killer. Kryptonita. But yeah, that's where I met Gianni as well. But since then, I've been training there. I train so my professor is Russell Cantorna. He got his black belt from Lucas Leitch in La Habra. Yeah. So I train every day with Hustle, and then I also go do the competition classes with Lucas Leitch.
That's a good lineage to have with Lucas. So definitely. You do get up to La Habra and train with them?
All the time, every day for a competition class in the morning. And then at night I go learn with my professor, which is Russell. But you have to practice the stuff you learn against high-level guys. Otherwise, it's like you learn a technique and then someone's giving it to you, you're not gonna learn it. You actually have to try it out and start finding your game against that high level competition, you know?
I do know. I hear you 100%. So coming from your traditional school at Hustle and then you're going over to Lucas, obviously the game over there at Lucas, when they're talking competition, it's on.
Oh, it's on. It's on. You go in and it's gonna hurt, you know what I mean? But that's what you need to like get better. I mean, when I first went there, I was getting beat up. I still get beat up, but I was getting beat up for like a couple years. No one even knew my name. I just went in there and just shut up and just trained hard. And then now I met a lot of cool people that I talk to. They know me, I know them. So like we have a good like family bond now going with the competitors over there. Do you like to roll with the people you're familiar with because they're driving you? Because I always find guys with my body type, and I was like, oh yeah, this is really good because now I know what I'm up against. You know what I mean? We would grind it out. Right.
You know, obviously we get so many different variations in jiu-jitsu. It's whoever's stronger at you.
For sure. I would say I like to just get all kinds of different shapes and sizes, man. Like, honestly, because you don't know, like, all right, so I compete at medium heavy, but I've competed at ultra heavy. I've competed at super heavy, heavy. So I like to go up and down, and then I always do the absolute, which is the open weight. And you never know if you're going to get like a super technical, like lower weight guy. Sure. It's like 130 pounds, but super technical. It's hard. There's no space. You can't really pass their guard because they're so tight, and then they'll invert. So you kind of have to, like, for me at least, I like to just go against anybody, and I feel like if I'm stronger, I'm not going to use my strength. If they're more technical, I'm going to try to out-technique them.
Smart.
Like, I always try to, like, I know that I came from football, and I have, like, I'm stronger than a lot of the jiu-jitsu guys, but I'm not going to use it all the time because I'm trying to learn this technique, because the muscle's going to take you only so far until you go against a guy that's as strong as you or stronger, and then he's more technically, you're done. So you have to just focus on elevating your technique in jiu-jitsu. That's number one.
There's such wise words for a guy that doesn't tell me, oh, you know, I'm learning, but that's exactly the game in a nutshell.
Yeah, man. That's what my coach told me. Honestly, my coach Russell, my professor, he's a rooster weight, bro.
Wow.
So he competes at 122, 24 pounds, like around there.
Incredible.
So when I came in from football, I was like 230, and I just finished playing football. Like,
yoked.
Yeah, I was strong, and I'm still strong, but not that strong.
Yeah.
And I was just hitting people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I go into there, and he's the professor. I'm like, man, what's this little dude gonna do to me, bro? Like, come on, let's go. Come on.
Wrap you up.
I go, dude, like 37 taps later in a 5-minute round, bro. I'm just like, oh, dang, like I need to learn this jiu-jitsu stuff because it's real. You know, if you didn't grow up in the background of martial arts or anything, you don't always believe it 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, now that I'm in the game, I always see other people that don't believe it. I'm like, dude, you guys are idiots, you know? But that's how I was not too long ago. So then, like, he actually made me want to learn jiu-jitsu because I was like, dude, how does he feel so strong? Why can't I get him off of me? And why, when I push him off, like, I'm tapping within 3 seconds? So then after that, I just took the same approach with, like, getting better at basketball, getting better at football, and I'm just stuck with it and just try to get better every day, man.
Mat time.
Oh, dude, mat time. That's it. That's number one. Just I try to do every single class I can. Honestly, like with the COVID stuff, like it honestly helped me because I don't
even have to ask you questions. So with the COVID stuff, it helps you because.
Oh, my bad.
No, I'll emphasize it, but this is where we're gonna go.
Okay, perfect. Because before the COVID happened, dude, because I'm a full-time student as well. So I have. I'm taking 15 units at school at Cal State Fullerton, and then I work 4 to 5 nights a week as a waiter. So, like, getting a raise to quit my job, like with unemployment, with the restaurants closing, like has been a blessing, dude, because I've been able to just train. And then with school, I don't have to travel to school anymore. I could just do my online classes.
Oh, you got it made.
Do it from my house. Yeah, dude, that's what
you might be one of the few people that are capitalizing on not only getting the money that you need, having the time to do it, and finishing school, because everybody else I know is smoking weed.
Right?
Just sitting home. They're collecting the check.
No way,
You know what I mean? So hats off to you, brother. You're pushing your game in every aspect. Not just your education, but your jiu-jitsu game, your athleticism.
Definitely.
And, of course, the education is super important. Mm-hmm. And then you finish when for school?
I finish, so this should be my last semester.
Wow.
But I also need to do like some, so this is my last semester for my degree in kinesiology, but I want to teach PE. Okay. So I still need to do some like prep teacher credential classes, and then also my teaching credential as well.
But it's a wrap.
I still have like a year and a half. But the thing is I'm not even tripping, man. I'm loving this jiu-jitsu. I'm taking, like, I'm going to have that in my pocket, but I want to make some money in jiu-jitsu. That's why I train like that. You know what I mean?
It's a related field, however people want to see it or not. Kinesiology and jiu-jitsu are brothers.
That's true.
Step brothers, but they are brothers. They're living in the same household. Because if you do not have an understanding of the anatomy, your jiu-jitsu is going nowhere.
100%.
Not only that, but as things get stretched, snapped, hyperextended, you become very familiar with the anatomy real quick, and having a kinesiologist around is not a bad thing.
Definitely.
You know? So,
makes sense.
In your experience studying kinesiology and studying jiu-jitsu, man, has that come into play where you really, I mean, there's different types of jiu-jitsu, so let me preface with that. Say, for instance, rubber guard, where you've got to be super flexible. Is that something that your body can do, or you can teach it to do, or do you feel like because of your body type you have to stick to a certain type of jiu-jitsu?
That's a great question, man. Honestly, I feel like you can train it. It's going to take a really long time, but the way my body reacts, because I can't speak for everybody else, because everybody's body's different, right?
You're superhuman, I get it.
So, right? But when I'm competing at 220, 225, super heavy, or ultra heavy, I can't do any flexible shit. Like, I can't even invert to recovery guard. But now, because Pan Am's was just this past weekend, that's why I lost my voice, because I was cheering for all my teammates, and we were just having a good time. And
was that in Florida?
It was in Florida. Yeah, I just got back. I just got back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I won. Yeah. So
nobody tells me this stuff, but I'm here to interview. So my man took Pan Am's this weekend in Florida. I love it.
We'll take it, man.
Congrats.
We had a good team out there. But going back to the question, I normally was like, for as long as I've been a blue belt, I've been competing at super heavy, like around 220. So it's been like a much more heavy game smash.
Sure.
But now, like, I cut to 190 for Pan Am's. I cut 30 pounds in like 2 months to make weight. And dude, I can invert. It's like a fun technical jiu-jitsu now, which is cool.
Your body changes.
Your body changes, dude.
Game
like,
changes.
I'm way more flexible now. Like, I'm not as tight, because I've also been doing a lot more running and stretching rather than just heavy like squats and deadlifts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I feel like you just kind of have to switch up the way you're training and just spend a lot of time on that flexibility, because that flexibility, dude, it's a mother, bro. Like, you have to do it every day, like 2-3 times a day. Like, that's really how long you need to do if you want to get more flexible. Sure. Like, you know what I mean? So
I feel like that's a youth thing. It was behind me. I was flexible when I was younger. Not anymore.
Yeah, man. Stuff tightens up.
I'm the Tin Man. I need oil before I do anything. Trust me when I say that.
You got the WD-40
Yeah,
with you
tighten up quite a bit. But no, in this weather, I'm ready to go.
You should have seen Florida.
Right?
You should have seen Florida, dude.
Tell me.
I got there and I was like 198. And I had to be 194 with the gi, so you got to get down to 190. I went for like a 20-minute run with the trash bag on. I was like 188. Lost like 10 pounds in like a 20-minute run out there.
Damn, that's hot.
You just so humid. You just sweat water, dude, like crazy.
Was it in Orlando?
It was convenient. It was in Orlando, so it was like the outside of Orlando in Kissimmee, Florida.
Yeah, same area.
Same area, man. Yeah, Orlando. We'll go with that.
Right on.
I was with the Lakers winning the finals, man. I was over there. We watched it Sunday night, so it was fun.
That's a huge thing to be out of state, still see. You're from LA, yeah?
Yeah.
So you see the home team, and people are going nuts even out of state. That's kind of cool, right?
Well, because they just beat the Miami, Florida Heat. So we were in Florida. We were in enemy territory cheering. It was funny. Like, so we were there Friday, and they lost on Friday, and we were cheering, yelling, and then, like, towards the end, they were starting to lose, and then out of nowhere, like, all, like, the Florida people were yelling, like, we hate LA.
There's a big vibe, though.
It was beef.
You know what?
It was cool.
Something about being out of state. I don't know if we've got too many things going on in California, but they live for their sports.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
100%.
That's the vibe I get. So it's always gnarly when I'm out of state.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Big time. Yeah. Especially because people in California, I believe, didn't always grow up in California, man.
Yeah,
a lot of people came from other places.
All over the world.
So they bring their other team that they liked. And if they're from around the world, they might not even have a passionate American sports team. You know what I mean?
True.
But if you go out of town, like, they're passionate about their sports, like East Coast sports, like New Yorkers, Boston, like those dudes, they're crazy, man.
Yep.
So I mean, when I went to Florida, like, as soon as Miami started to win, bro, they started letting us have it.
Damn.
It was good. It was fun.
That's cool.
It's good energy.
I like it. So Pans, was that the highest level tournament that you've had so far, or have you had others?
This year, yeah, with everything canceled and stuff. I won Pan Am's last year at white belt, and then this year I won it at blue belt. It was supposed to happen in March. Everything got canceled, so pushed it all the way till now, till today.
Awesome.
Or till this weekend. But I've competed in Worlds.
That's pretty big.
I got my blue belt.
Is that here at Pyramid?
Pyramid,
Long Beach Pyramid?
There's word that it might come back. It might be in December at the same place in Florida.
We're all crossing it, man. We want it to happen, right?
That'll be huge, man. I'm excited for that, because last year I did it a week after I got my blue belt. I got promoted to blue, and I just went and did it. People, like, compete, like, for like 3 years at Worlds at blue belt. I did it like a week after.
That's the savage thing. Match. And then they're at Fight to Win, which is legit.
Yeah.
Dude. That's a fight stage for jiu-jitsu competitors.
Yeah, man, yeah.
So you're up there alone. You get a walkout song. You're coming out under the lights. That's a lot of pressure. How does that feel?
Yeah, for sure. Fight to win does come with a lot of pressure, man, because you have one guy you're looking at. I try not to look at people's shit, man. Like if I don't really look at the bracket. I don't really try to look up the guy's stuff, because then it just gets in your head. You're just like, and everyone posts what they did best, right?
Yeah.
So you go and you see them doing some cool stuff.
Of course.
But then you don't know who they did it on. You don't know like what that competition was like. So I just try not to look at any of that stuff, man. I just try to go out and play my game, and I know the work I put in, it gives me confidence to go out and have fun and just do my thing.
Seth really set the standard for these high-level
Dude,
jiu-jitsu events. Yeah, I just love it. Yeah.
It's so organized now, and even like with Flow Grappling and everything, like the events they host now, like they're doing like interviews before, like getting a breakdown of the fighters before, at least for the main card. So
it's a super show.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man, because I started out like me and my buddies always clown, because they're like, dude, when you first got on Fight to Win, you were like the first fight. Like I was the first fight of the night.
Dig it.
And then before the kids, they had me on. I was like, you know what, whatever, man. You got to start somewhere, right?
It's cool.
And then the next time I did it, I was like third, right? And then now I'm like fifth. They just talk shit, They're like, dude, you started out first and now you're fifth. Like, great job being smartasses. But
Robert just showed a clip of you I'm interested in. Not to interrupt you, but I saw you with a shotgun. Is that your gun?
No. I was actually in Idaho right here with my Chavez family, man. What's up, fam? We went out there and we were just, dude, that's his house. That's his backyard. You can do whatever the hell you want.
So apparently I need to move there because I want to do a whole lot of that.
That's his back porch, and we're shooting off of his back porch.
I love it.
Super sick, dude. So I've shot before with my brother because he's military, so he's taking me out. We go shoot. My pop's growing up liked to shoot, so I shot with him and stuff. So then we went out here. I tried to act like I never shot before.
Yeah, that's smart.
But then we're
not like me. I go out telling everybody I'll blow them all away.
And then, right? Send yourself up for failure right
exactly.
here.
So I always do.
Say I missed. If I missed, they would be like, "Oh, okay, first time." But then I smoked all of them, so they're pretty hyped. And then I told them after that I wasn't the first time.
Look at this guy.
Oh, dude, that's the weight cut right there, bro. I've been cutting all like since I don't even know, since September, or it's only October, like early September.
Yeah,
bro. So I was 220, and that right there I'm 190.
Incredible, man.
So just going from super heavy to medium heavy, like taking advantage of your weight. Like, why fight guys heavier? To just discipline a little bit and fight lighter guys and smash. So
are you an only child?
No, I'm the youngest of four total. I have 2 older sisters and 1 older brother.
So getting the shit kicked out of you probably happened a lot growing up.
Dude, you're telling me.
So that's why you're comfortable with it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, that's a great point. I didn't even think of that because
I like to look at this from different perspectives. When I started doing jiu-jitsu and one of the black belts held me down and choked me, it brought back. I grew up with a group of uncles that are not that much older than me, 6, 7, 8, 9 years older than me.
Yeah.
So I got tortured.
Oh, dude.
Tortured.
I bet.
And there's no fighting your way out of it. Now
I bet.
Having a little knowledge that you get from jiu-jitsu, even as a kid, you could probably smoke them. But
they don't mess with you no more.
not anymore. No,
they don't mess with you anymore.
They know. So,
dude, my sister, my sister's 6 foot tall.
Wow.
She's strong as hell. She whooped my ass until my sophomore year of high school.
I believe it.
Like, she's still like the hardest fight I've ever been in was with her. Like, she used to kick my ass like up until sophomore year.
That's honest.
I swear, dude. Because I
respect honesty, and you're right. Because those memories, right, when you're almost. She's your sister too. You can't just lay her out.
No,
so I tried. Before you can grapple.
No, I tried. No,
I respect that,
dude. I tried. Like I posted like not too long. Like, it's on a story, dude. But of us boxing, like my brother used to make us box, and I'm like, I got my growth spurt late, and you know how girls like they grow up a little faster.
Absolutely.
She's 4 years older than me, and she's like as tall as she is right now, 6 foot tall, and I was like less than 5 feet, bro, and she's just beating my ass.
In other words, it's Dory against me.
In other words,
reach.
We got Virus right here.
Virus.
Me and my boy Efren, we did a shoot with them.
It's a beautiful shoot,
dude,
man.
They killed it.
Where's this done
I was
at?
Amazed. That's at Dojo Seal Beach, man. With,
it looks like
Leo Vieira's academy, man. Beautiful school. It's like has like a real like traditional martial arts vibe. Dude, it's like all white. It has like all the pictures and all the like great words you should aspire to, be like. Honesty, loyalty, everything on the wall. It's like, it's super cool, man.
For people that have not seen that dojo, for guys that grow up in Orange County, you should dream. It's on Main Street in Seal Beach. You can walk to the beach. Second level above Humble Maker Cafe, so you can get your coffee downstairs.
Yeah.
And then top level girls are there, like Patty Fontez.
Yep.
You know,
they also have a badass kids program.
Oh, I'm certain
that's what they're known for.
Kids,
Yep.
like the boys club used to do.
Yep.
Pick them up from school, do their
So
homework
smart.
with them, and then go to jiu-jitsu, and then they pick them up after that to full day.
That's the true discipline of it, is that the education goes along with it. Because
That's
it's
so
a chess
smart,
game.
man.
It really is a chess game.
And people in that area, they're working, right?
Yeah.
So their kids, like, what are they going to do till 5 so they can pick them up?
Yeah.
So they instead of, like, going to, like, YMCA, like, where we grew up going, I mean, they go to Dojo Seal Beach and train with
boys
their
club.
friends, and their laundry's done. They just go to a basket, put on their gi, and train.
Yeah, you don't have to do your laundry.
Your friends.
I don't have any friends.
Fire, whatever lady.
Fire lady. What does she do?
Fire lady.
I know, but she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't do jujitsu. She just poses.
I thought she trains there
No,
at the Seal Beach.
I think she trained there for a day, got hurt, and quit. But thank
Damn.
you.
I like going over there, man, because I'm always, like, connecting to workouts. So, like, I'll lift and then go to jiu-jitsu, or I'll do jiu-jitsu and then I'll go run or do something. So I always just take my stuff, and then after jiu-jitsu, I'll walk on over to the water and just go for a run. It's like, it's
Like
perfect.
that,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? So,
Yeah.
but I think that's, like, that's everything, man. A lot of now a lot of jiu-jitsu guys are, like, focusing on strength and conditioning, but
Sure.
but before, I mean, it was just jiu-jitsu, man. Like,
No, you're absolutely right. In fact, it was not emphasized to do those other things.
Right.
I know the Gracies, especially early on, did gymnastica natural. And that's what they did for flexibility. It was a Hicks and Gracie thing. So there's a lot of movements that it looks like grappling Tai Chi. You know?
Is it like kind of like capoeira type deal?
They're on the ground, but yeah, not capoeira so much, because capoeira is more of a dance.
True.
But it does have a flow to it.
Got it.
And a lot of the Gracie schools do that and encompass those movements to help their jiu-jitsu. I did not have that. We simply just, I think we even looked more like Sambo guys, because we had a gi top and we never wore pants.
Oh, shit.
We wore shorts. We didn't go naked.
Hey,
but
man,
yeah.
what you do on your own time,
Hey,
dude, I mean,
you know,
that's on you. No.
One man's grappling is, another man's nightmare.
That's funny. But I think where that comes from is because my professor was telling me that, like, jiu-jitsu was just, like, before, of course, in, like, Brazil when it originated, and then it came over here and got big. But then a lot of wrestlers started getting into it, and wrestlers are freaks, man.
For
like,
sure.
They've been training, their strength and conditioning is their MO, So then a lot of the jiu-jitsu guys had to keep up with it and counter it with the strength and conditioning for that. So then you got guys like Galval, freaking Jack, you know what I mean?
Yeah, guys that are abnormally built.
Yeah, and they're
And
just.
I don't know how they got that way, but
Mexican supplements.
yes, the south of the border supplement store.
Yeah.
If
Mexican
Joey's on
meat,
his way to Hong Kong,
acai.
he stops at the Farmacia.
I mean, he claims it's jelly beans, but
Yeah.
I don't know what's in those fucking jelly beans.
Well, I love the guy, but his physique is that of an action figure.
Yeah, man.
And that doesn't happen from lifting weights. It really does. It looks like He-Man's older brother. But that doesn't happen from pumping weight. You got to pump everything.
What did he fight at when he fought? 170?
It was 170, and it was an unreal character. When we were at, what event was that?
Fuck, I don't remember.
I think we saw him at Abu Dhabi. That's what it was,
No, when he
80cc.
fought, when he
Oh,
actually
ADCC doesn't test though. All those guys are like at their biggest, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That was the point. So Robert's saying he was 170 when he fought at ACC. He was 230.
Yeah, 50 pounds heavier.
So maybe he
He
gained
was like
50.
170.
Like how many pounds did we gain?
That's insane.
Right?
That's a lot of Pedialyte.
That's a lot of jelly beans. There's a lot. Those some high protein.
I gotta lay off the chili beans and get some jelly beans.
Did you guys ever see him walking around with that shit? He walks
No.
around with the jelly beans.
Really?
Jelly beans?
Yeah.
So tell us, what's in the jelly bean, Robert?
I don't know where the fuck he came from. I don't know what it is, but like when you guys were at the Anaheim convention,
Yeah.
I thought maybe you guys would have seen it, but he takes pictures of people with his jelly bean jar.
Wow.
I probably saw it and didn't even acknowledge it.
Yeah.
That's
Now I know. I'll grab the jelly beans and run. You're gonna see a different version of me. Yes.
All right.
Hamna Dondo.
Take him to the
He's
lab.
on the bean.
Take him to.
He's been flicking the bean.
Take him to the lab, see what's in there.
No one's gonna test me. Might see me laid out on Catella.
He's gonna open them up and powder's gonna come out.
Oh yeah, we're gonna find a whole new way to take them. You know it.
That's funny.
So tell me about Hustle. How did you find your way to Hustle? Was this from Santa Ana College?
Yeah, so I was in that area. I was living in Garden Grove, which 10 minutes from Santa Ana, 10 minutes from Hustle. And my buddy, I mentioned the Chavez family that I went to Idaho with. He's like one of their godfathers or something. His name's Tony. He's like, hey, bro, come check out jiu-jitsu, man. And I was like, all right. And this is actually when I was still playing football. This is like I had one more year left. So I went and did it for like 2 weeks. I was like, dude, I love this shit, but I have a football season I have to go to. So then after like 2 weeks of training there, I went straight to football season, played, and then when I was done with football, I was like, honestly, I wasn't even really thinking about going back. Like, I knew I always wanted to go back, but like it wasn't like, all right, I'm done with football, let me go back.
Yeah.
I was just kind of chilling, lifting weights, and then my buddy was like, dude, are you gonna come back and train? And I was like, oh yeah, let me go back and train. And then since then, it was like February like 2018. Just been like 2 to 3 days every day since then.
Wow.
I just got hooked, bro.
I think that's great because you're not overdoing it. You know what I mean? Because you can only really take in so much every day.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no, I'm training 2-3 times a day.
Oh, a day.
A day,
And
bro.
you're just a savage animal. My sponge is full.
A day, bro. A day.
You gotta squish it to get some more stuff in there.
Yeah, no, because the thing is with me is like when I first started playing basketball in high school, I never played organized sports. So my freshman year, like I wasn't really good, bro. To be honest, like I made the team and everything. I made the team because my brother played, and he knew the coach. Like I really didn't have it like that. But then by senior year, I was like one of the best players in the county. Played in the county all-star game. So like all I know is grinding and work. Like I know that if I grind and I put in work and just do it more than anybody else, like I'll be good. I've already done it in basketball.
Yeah.
So I know that in jiu-jitsu, if I train more than other people and I work harder, I'm gonna be better than more people.
Yeah.
Like I proved that in basketball, and now I'm just doing it in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
So
physically gifted as well. That does not hurt.
Oh,
but
for
having
sure.
the right mindset is
For sure.
what most people lack. So
Yeah.
I hear these words from you. You seem like a very positive, very motivated guy, and I
Yeah,
respect
for sure,
that.
for
That's
sure.
really
Thank you.
what's going to drive you forward. And
That's
clearly
everything.
you're getting there. So
That's
I love to
everything.
see that, you know?
Yeah, I've seen it in jiu-jitsu too. Like when I first started, dude, I was getting smashed, bro. And now like I'm getting there slowly but surely. Like a lot of people that were better than me, I'm getting them. A lot of people that used to tap me, I tap them. Like it's just part of the game.
Yeah.
Just passing people. At the competition level, like feel good, bro. Like
Yeah,
it feels good. So it's just trusting the process, working hard, and just seeing where it goes. You know what I mean?
Is there a specific competitor that one day you dream to probably go up against? Win or lose, doesn't
Wow.
matter, but who would you like to roll against?
Dang, that's a great one.
Just a curiosity in my mind.
Probably Galval, man.
Could you imagine?
Dude, I've watched all his matches, everything. I love that dude. I don't care if I'm checked, man. He's Athos, of course, but dude, he's badass. I'd love to one day compete against him.
Yeah.
If he's still in the game, because
He probably will be. Supplements help.
true. Yeah, probably Galval.
They're rejuvenating people left and right. I need to get to whatever they're on.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's cool. No, I think that heroes are important. Some people frown upon it, but I think that if you don't have a direction, it's really hard to get somewhere. And
No,
he's
for
really
sure.
kind of carved a path for his people.
For sure, 100%. And yeah, that's what's cool about jiu-jitsu too. Like we go over to headquarters in Long Beach, and dude, like I always remember, like the first day I went there, I didn't know who any of these people were, and I'm training.
Oh, I still don't. Robert names them as we're out.
eh.
Go interview that guy at such and such.
Dude,
Who is he?
Yeah, right. But I'm like training along on the mats with like, dude, Bushesha, even Leo Vieira, bro. I didn't know the game. I was like 3 months in. I was like, Russ is my professor. He's like,
Yeah.
let's go train at HQ on Fridays. I'm like, all right, let's go. So we go, and then I'm just asking all these questions, like, who's that? He's like, bro, you don't know who that is? Like,
And Leo looks you wouldn't guess that he's going to
True.
smoke you. But
True.
He's,
True, and
It's
he's
Leo.
still rolling too. He
Yeah.
still rolls. And then, but Bushesha, bro, he's like,
Well, yeah.
at that time he was
I
like
know.
11-time.
I get it.
11-time world champ, and I'm just looking at him like, dude, this guy's probably really good at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Like just looking at him, and then I find out who he is. I'm like, oh shit, all right, makes sense.
Yeah. He's got one name. When you got one name, you know you're good at it.
Yeah, right.
Right?
But like in basketball, you can't go shoot hoops with Kobe. Like rest in peace. But you can't. But I'm pretty much shooting hoops with Buchecha. Like that's pretty dope.
That is a beautiful thing that happens in jiu-jitsu is
sure.
that you have those opportunities. If you apply yourself and you put yourself in the right positions, you know,
definitely
people respect that. So
I got lucky, man. I got lucky to end up at Checkmat too, because that's the first school I checked out. Because you always hear in jiu-jitsu like a lot of guys, they'll start off at like Gracie Baja or something, and then they'll find like a different school. Or they'll start off at like UFC gym or something, like more commercial, and then they'll find like a more private jiu-jitsu school, you know. But I
think it's great that you found a place that you call home. But I do like the local, you know, hometown school that isn't you know, affiliated across the, you know, the whole globe.
True.
So,
but we are affiliated across the globe.
That is true,
but
actually. But you're very individual.
Santa Ana, bro, like it's like, dude, it's home. You know what I mean? It's like
but Hustle's ran so small townish. I know that's the cool thing about all of them. No, but the same with Magno Almeida. Magno Almeida runs a very hometown, small operation, pushing it to its limits in the doors in Garden Grove. He needs Checkmat too. So I like the way that they do that. Even actually, when I go to Seal Beach over there on Main Street to Leo's place, you know, they stick together. That's a unit.
True.
So that's a good thing.
That's what I love about jiu-jitsu, man. Like you find your family, and it's just like loyalty, bro. You know what I mean?
Tiago also won brown belt, right?
Tiago.
He's Checkmat also.
Oh yeah. He just won. Exactly.
He's a fighter. Or is there two Tiago Alves? I know the UFC Tiago Alves. The Pitbull. Yeah, they're in Florida.
He has a real good guard. Good guard.
He's a real good friend of Magnus. He's coming.
Cool dude, man.
Really cool.
He's a cool dude, bro. Really always smiling, always like.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, at your gym, you got Gianni Vasquez,
man.
Who else you got there
holding
fighting?
Down in the MMA scene.
Right.
We don't have a lot of MMA fighters.
No?
No.
A lot of jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, a lot of jiu-jitsu. Gianni was doing like a striking class. We were all supporting, doing it with him just because it was fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't really have a lot of MMA fighters. He's holding it down for the MMA team.
And he's a good dude.
He's a real good dude, man. Super humble. One of the hardest workers I know, that's for sure, dude. You can see he's working, training, lifting, training, like every single day. Like that's what he does.
What's his taco place? He always gives a shout out.
Across the street, Tacos Manuel.
Tacos Manuel, yes.
Tacos Manuel.
We need to eat there.
Fire.
So shout out to Tacos Manuel. We're coming to you.
Across the street from Hustle. You have to. You have to. They're not there on Mondays. Tuesday to Sunday.
I think we went on a Monday. We had at the place next door to your school.
No. Oh, Cali Tacos.
Yes, Cali Taco.
Cali Tacos is bomb too.
Yeah.
We got all the spots to eat after, man.
Yeah,
but it sucks when we're cutting weight. Normally we train and we go get tacos all the time, but like cutting weight, we're like, oh nah, bro, I can't. But Tacos Manuel.
I dig it.
Bomb ass tacos.
Very nice. So what's next on the agenda? We finished Pans. You actually did wonderfully. You finished the way you wanted to.
That's right.
What are you looking at for 2021?
So not even 2021 yet. We still have Nogi Pans. That's because they're trying to fit in all the tournaments they can. They need to make that money. You know, they sat out.
Everybody
everybody, bro. IBJJF missed the tournaments for the whole year, so they need to get this going. So they got Nogi Pans, November 21st and 22nd. It's weird. They have like an Atlanta Open. They have that on the same day.
Oh, wow.
So you can actually do both on that same day. Gi for the Atlanta Open, no gi for the Pan Championships. And then word on the street is Worlds is coming back in December. So a lot of people are complaining like it's the holidays and stuff, but hey man, if you do it,
you don't have to do it.
Yeah, you don't have to do it, bro, but I'll tell you what, I'll be there. I trained all year during this COVID shit to try to win all these tournaments. Great. So and then that's coming in 2021. I don't even know how that's going to go. I don't know if it's going to go back to the old format of like Pans in March, Worlds in May or June, I forgot. But I don't know what they're going to do next year. But and all those tournaments used to be in California. Yeah. So now, like this year, I've traveled the most I've ever traveled.
That's good.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's a lot of experience, a lot of good times. We have a team that just we all compete together, get a spot together, eat, have fun, compete alongside each other, cheer each other. That's why my voice is gone. I'm just going crazy for each other. It was a good time. But for now, that's what I have in mind for the end of this year. 2021, it's still like uncertain what's going on for me.
And dude, you're on the East Coast when that hurricane was hitting. It hit like New Orleans, I think, and then went up. So you were pretty damn close being in Orlando.
Damn.
That happened while you were there, yeah.
Damn. Yeah, dude. Thank God.
Yeah.
That's scary stuff right there.
Absolutely.
I got
It
freaked
can
out
be.
by the earthquake we had not too long ago.
Yeah,
What
that
was
can
it,
happen
last
too.
month?
Yeah, that was minor, but yeah.
I was playing Xbox. I had my gaming headset on, and I still heard it. I played Call of Duty. I heard like shaking. I thought it was the game, and then I was like, no, this is real. And I took it off. I was like, oh, dang.
Yeah, I was doing jumping jacks then. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Come on, Joey.
Hey, come on, Joe. You're on a diet.
Okay, I was taking off my draws. There
There you go. You're gonna be losing weight soon.
Yes.
You're on the golden plan. And
3.5 weeks still on this diet program. I'm doing shakes, one meal. After that's done, that's when we talk about the procedure. I've already done all my classes online. I got one class I got to do virtual. And then from there, we're going to make this happen.
Let's go, baby.
So 2021
That's
is
awesome,
going to be
brother.
his golden year. He's going to
That's
be
amazing.
a new man. Yeah.
So
You got this.
hopefully I'll be down like at least at my dream is being at least 250.
Wow.
I mean, back when I was young, 230 was perfect because I was a sexy beast. But 250 is good enough. I'm a little older now, so
Sure.
Good for
get
you,
back
brother.
to 230. Nah,
If you make 250,
Good
man,
for you, brother.
I'll be a beast.
You got this.
That's right.
Not I'll be. You will be, bro.
I will
You-
be a beast. That's
there
what I'm
you
talking
go.
about.
You got this, bro. For sure.
Looked off phonics.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to bring him back to encourage you. You like that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Very
check
good.
in. I'm gonna check in.
Better check in on him.
Gotta go back to my Santiago High School days. You know?
Oh, Santiago.
Yeah, greatest wrestling school ever.
What junior high did you go to?
I went to Irvine.
Ah.
Yeah, I was like, I knew what a Dory.
You claim Santa Ana all these
Walton.
years. He went to Irvine.
No, Irvine Intermediate. That's in Garden Grove.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
it's weird. It is.
Okay.
But Santiago had a great wrestling school back when I was going, and my
Nice.
brother graduated through there with their high school program.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of, so I went to Walton. All my homies went to Santiago.
Yeah.
There's like a rare few of us that went to Grove. But yeah. So I know Santiago's cool, man.
Yeah.
Very cool, Joe. I like it.
Sweet.
You know what? Before I forget, we do have to ask, beg, hope that people will like us, hit that button, subscribe to us, share the link so I can bring you people as cool as Dory each week, because we like doing this, but we can't continue unless you do hit that like button and subscribe to us. So we appreciate that. I'm going to give it up for my man. I believe it's Adam Araby, and the bloody breakdown. He's going to go through the UFC card, the top 5, and he's going to sit in with Dory, and Dory is going to give his opinion on the fighters as well. So without further ado, come on in, Adam.
Thanks, Dondo.
Got it, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yep. If you want to bring up that card for me, Robert.
Got it.
So it has more than my little phone screen to look at.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Dory.
Pleasure, brother.
Great. We
do
have
it.
a great card. Unfortunately, all strikers, and of course another week of where we have another jiu-jitsu guy, where we have a bunch of striking matchups on this amazing
Well, hey,
card.
is that Brian Ortega I see right there?
Oh,
Right.
hey, we'll get right
That's a
to it
jiu-jitsu
though.
guy right
That
there.
is that's the probably the best jiu-jitsu within the featherweight division. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
So to kick off
we gotta start
this
off.
great fight night of a fight we've been waiting on for a while of Ortega and Korean Zombie. We have the good old UFC vet Thomas Almeida versus Jonathan Martinez. I believe this is Jonathan Martinez's second or third. It is his. Oh no, he's been there. He's actually been around for a little bit longer than I thought. But we have Thomas Almeida. He's a great striker, really good boxing, really, been in there with some good guys. Fought, I believe, Cody Garbrandt, had a few other guys. Let me bring up
Oh, you fought Cody?
his record right here. Yep, he's had some really good fights with, I believe, Cody Garbrandt, Jimmy Rivera, Albert Morales, Anthony Burchak, Brad Pickett, Ujabon, a lot of good guys.
Nice.
Picking up a lot of
He's
just.
a vet. He has some fights on his record.
Oh yeah,
for
he's
sure.
got multiple different finishes.
Yeah.
He's got knees. He's got, like I said, really good boxing. A lot of standing finishes. But Jonathan Martinez ain't no slouch though. Jonathan Martinez is a good, well-rounded fighter. This is another one of these great fights. You've seen this in the UFC a lot, of where you're seeing a lot of like an up-and-coming guy with a more experienced guy. Thomas Almeida has been there. He's been in there with some high-level guys. But I think this is a fight that could go either way. Jonathan Martinez is a more well-rounded fighter. Kind of has that more kind of traditional kickboxer style stance.
Got it.
Keeping up with you on the ground. I saw some slick transitions, back in an early LFA star, I believe, and I saw him with some slick transitions, some
Nice.
slick jiu-jitsu. I believe has a few armbar submissions on his record.
Is he
Personally-
on the come up? Is he a younger fighter?
I would say in terms of momentum, you
Okay.
know, with like it's hard to say with MMA and the UFC being
Okay.
like guy may necessarily be older, but he's also he's on a new run.
Got
So
it.
I'd say he's on a better run than Thomas Almeida.
Got it.
Thomas
'Cause you know how they
Almeida-
try to do that, like the up and comer.
Oh, I know.
Like you just mentioned.
That's what's crazy. Here's a funny thing, actually, mentioning of Brian Ortega, most people don't realize, like, people were really hyping up, like, Brian Ortega being this young guy, this up-and-coming new champion, this new, like, blood to featherweight. Meanwhile, Max Holloway was younger than him and won the championship at a younger age. So it's like, you see it a lot within the UFC.
You forget how young Holloway is.
You really forget how young a lot of these guys are.
True,
This is like Thomas Almeida. I was thinking, I was just like, oh man, he must be in his 30s. Thomas Almeida is only 29.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Jonathan Martinez, granted, he's 26, so you are right of a younger guy coming right up. What are we doing, guys?
Oh, we got a special guest coming through.
Oh, what do you know? Looks like we got a special guest coming through, guys.
The one and only
We got Fran.
Francesca.
We're doing the 6 feet thing.
Hello, how are you?
Dory. Very nice to meet you.
Some cheer here.
There goes the show.
Right? You know,
Oh my goodness.
we bring in our special guests and I disconnect the show right in the middle of it. No, I was just talking about the Thomas Almeida, Jonathan Martinez fights.
Yes.
I know you've been keeping up with the fights. You're a big MMA nerd like I am. What's your opinion on this fight?
So have you already done your picks or like your side?
I mean, we're getting to those, we're feeling it out. I was giving, the rundown of Thomas Almeida and
Okay.
Jonathan Martinez. Personally, I think Thomas Almeida's boxing is better. And like I said, but Jonathan Martinez does have more of a win streak and more momentum on him. And he's more, like I said, more well-rounded within the game and what he tries to implement. But, Almeida's a mofo. Like, Almeida got some dogs in his hands.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
this is
For
a tough
sure.
one.
I mean, I don't know. I've been juiced about Jonathan Martinez ever since like the build up to when he fought Andre Ewell.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, it was a split. I don't know. One judge had it 30-27 to Ewell, and that was
Yeah.
like Joe Rogan was like pissed about that.
Mm-hmm.
But so Almeida hasn't fought, I think, in like 2 years, right?
It's been
and
a
then
while.
he's fought once a
Was-
year since like 2016 or something. So like, I don't know.
It was
like,
2018, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right,
something
2
like that.
years.
Okay,
He's
so-
coming off a KO loss, unfortunately.
Yeah. That was a good fight, though.
That's
that
the
was a good
thing, is
fight.
like, we were mentioning earlier of like momentum and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, this is one of those fights where you have an up-and-coming guy with momentum and a guy know his skills are proven,
Yeah.
but he's on, like I said, a momentum of a down streak, which is one of those things in MMA I think really plays a factor.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Jonathan Martinez on this one for my pick, just because I think he's more well-rounded and he has
good,
more...
man, and he gets better.
He's
like,
creative.
In between
He's
fights,
really,
he
really
gets
creative.
Better. And his striking is like crazy. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know, like his kicks and like.
I love there was like a slow-mo highlight of him hitting a guy where you see him like starting a punch like this and somehow end a straight left and just cracks the guy, and I'm like,
Dude, he's amazing.
I've never seen somebody like go from a straight like overhand bolo punch straight into like punching someone right into the
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So he's a
Yeah.
really creative guy, which is why I'm going with Martinez. With, like I said, I think his overall game he's just going to implement it better, and he has more options to finish Almeida than Almeida does of finishing Martinez.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go. So you take a pick.
Dude, let me see here. I'm going to have to go with... It's kind of a toss-up for me, man. Honestly, I'm not too...
It's one of
I
those
don't know
fights
too
that
much,
go either
I
way.
don't know too much knowledge on these two guys, but from what you guys explained, I'm going to have to go with the younger guy.
Martinez.
Jonathan Martinez.
That's
yeah.
a good
Okay,
pick.
and
He's got
you got
momentum.
I'm going Martinez.
and you got
Martinez.
and what do you got? Everybody else here, Sean, Martinez. What do you got?
I'll buy everybody a burrito.
Don says I'm gonna probably buy a burrito. What do you
I've
got?
been winning
Mine's
these burrito
vegetarian.
bets. I'm feeling confident in my pick now.
Where's the burrito from?
Yeah,
Oh, come on.
he's a Tacos Manuel guy, bro. He's like it's Tacos Manuel.
It's different. We're gonna have tacos Manuel.
For me, I get the happy hour $1. Like,
All right, let's we'll keep it moving. Let's go to the next fight.
moving on to this next one, light heavyweight, very talented prospect in Jimmy Crute. Again, another well-rounded guy, but really shines on his ground game. Good wrestling. I don't remember the quite belt level. I believe he's around between like purple or brown, but I remember his last fight, he was coming in with the knee brace, and I was thinking like, ooh, you never like when you see that of a guy who never normally really wears something like that or something supportive. You're like, ooh, there's got to be something wrong. Came out and submitted the guy like no effort. Jimmy Crute is a super talented, almost finished Sam Alvey, and Sam Alvey's known for having a great chin, and he was piecing up Sam Alvey. You know, he was really bringing a fight to him. Personally, I'm gonna go with this fight with Jimmy Crute versus. We're gonna try my best here to not butcher this man's name.
We're going with Bukaki.
Modestas Bukauskas.
Bukauskas.
I was trying so hard not to say that and make that mistake, but yeah, Bukauskas is.
It's a little small up
He's
there.
He's another good wrestler though. Modestas.
It's a little small. It's a little short.
But Modestas is a good striker. He does have power in his hands. He can finish the fight, standing anywhere, whether it be in the clinch, using his range, using his power. I just think overall Jimmy Crute's the better fighter, and he's such a talented wrestler and grappler. I think he's going to get it done.
All right, cool. You said that he beat Sam Alvey?
Yep.
Was it Sam Alvey or Alvey Kalina from Kingdom on Y'all have seen that show?
I think Sam Alvey wishes.
So if he beat Alvey Kalina, man, I'm gonna have to go with Jimmy Crute.
Is it Alvey Kalina on the roids or off the roids? Or on the crack or off the crack? Which one? Which
It's
are the
season
coke?
3 Alvey.
Season 3 Alvey.
Season
Okay.
three
Hey, he beat Hughes. Oh, I don't want to kill it.
Yeah. What do you got, Fran?
Watch that show though.
What does Fran have?
Well, this was actually one of the fights that I was looking at for like a parlay matchup. But you're right. He's at least a brown belt. Like since his last fight. Yeah, they were talking about it. But
you could definitely tell he has a talent with on the ground. Ease he took his last opponent down.
And he has so much strength.
Instant.
He can power out or use
That's what's
technique.
crazy.
It's like, what are you doing? It's
against
crazy.
205ers, he's strong against these bigger guys who are taller than he is, and he's able to take him down and hold him there and beat the dog hell out of him.
Yeah, and it's an interesting matchup because Modestas, we're gonna go with his first name.
Yeah, we're going with Modestas.
He was supposed to be on the Contender Series, but he debuted in the pandemic. So they just had him debut or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he's good. He's good.
No, he's good. Like I said, he can finish the
fast.
fight.
He can, he's
That's
good, and
what
he's
I'm
a
saying.
dog, but he's not fast in the way that Jimmy Crute's gonna be.
Well, he's
fast.
a smaller. He's not as tall, and so he can move around.
Yeah.
He's more compact, and he has a speed advantage over these guys.
Style of movement. He looks clumsy, but he actually moves well, and he's pretty. He's a pretty good fighter. But the fact that they're giving Jimmy Crute this particular matchup is, I think they're trying to test something because I
think it's two up and coming young guys that they're trying to go
where
in
he
the
got
division.
submitted. The one. He got
Jimmy
submitted
Crute?
in the one. Yeah, and he was just playing in the guard of someone that's really good off their back. And that, I think, is a little bit of an
Misha
IQ
Serkinov.
thing. A little bit of an IQ
yeah.
thing. Why are you doing that when you could stand up, So, I think they're trying to test his consistency or something because...
Misha Serkinov was an experienced vet, though.
Okay,
why are you
who are you
messing
going with?
around with the, I'm going with Jimmy Crute. I think
So
he's
not
just
Bukaki.
stronger,
And you're a Crute?
I'm Crute.
Yeah.
So based off their analysis, what do you think you're gonna go with?
I feel like you can't knock Modestas. He's 11-2. He's 11-1. So they're both. It's a tight fight.
It's a classic, in my opinion, striker versus grappler matchup. Even though both of them have a well-rounded game.
Yeah.
But I just think Jimmy Crute's more talented.
Young dude.
But you
And,
said he got submitted too, though. So
by Misha Serkinov though, and this was 2 years ago. This was not a recent
He's
submission.
fought a lot.
I'm gonna go
Decent amount.
Dondo method and go Modestas.
I like this guy. Modestas Bukaki all the way.
Muchacha? Bukaki?
Two for Crute and
I'm trying to get
5 for Bukaki. 6 for
trying to get the most burritos possible.
All right. All right. Who we got? We got.
And a very interesting flyweight matchup with Caitlin Chukagian versus Jessica Andrade. Personally, in this fight, this is really going to come down to just distance management, in my opinion. We could see with the last fight with Rose Namajunas, and even before that, Jessica Andrade, she struggles when fighters know how to use their distance, they know how to use their jab, they know how to shut down her offense, because she's trying to close in that gap for one, to throw just powerful hooks, because she has the power to knock out anyone in that division, in my opinion. But it's just in terms of closing that gap is where she struggles sometimes, where she eats a lot to give you that big one. So, and I saw Caitlin Chuchagian in her last fight against Antonina Shevchenko just looked like a monster. I really sometimes you see this where fighters come off of a world title loss or a big championship loss, and it goes one of two ways, where it could either mess with their confidence or light a fire under them. And I think Caitlin Chuchagian has a fire lit under her, especially considering her last fight. So I think if this fight stays standing, I think Chuchagian's going to take it, especially with the use of her jab and her range that I saw in the last fight. And she was able to keep up on. Granted, Antonina's, she hasn't really proven her ground game at all, and doesn't really show it too much, but she proved that she could keep up. She wasn't lost, like you see with, I don't want to say within women's MMA, but within these not as developed full-fledged fighters, because it's just they don't have as many fights. It's just not.
It's
you
true.
see a lot of guys you saw, a chick who fought Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes has twice the fights as her last people she was defending the title against. But I think really both fighters are really coming into their own in terms of being well-rounded MMA fighters. I just think Chuchagian's going to really use her game plan of just distance and her diverse range of strikes to keep Andrade off her.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you guys thinking?
I definitely think the same. Like you said, the technical aspects of Caitlin's distance management, and hers exceptionally, hers especially. She has very good distance management.
Oh, yeah.
And in the last fight, as you were saying, she was Andrade was having trouble with that style, and she did change up what she was doing. She added more head movement.
Granted,
she wasn't
you
coming
do
in
look
crazy.
at Rose after that fight. Rose had 2 black eyes, and that was for a reason.
Yeah.
Rose took damage in that fight, so it's not that.
So if she gets caught, I think she'll put some damage on her.
She'll put some damage,
but she didn't have as much volume in her last fight against Rose. It was okay, Rose is gonna win it unless she lands the bombs that she did in the last round.
Right. Well, we know her game plan. We know her game plan. It's gonna be that getting close to land those big power shots, or I'm gonna take you down and I'm gonna ground and pound you.
I think it'll be better because in her last fight she made very big changes in how she approached everything.
Oh, the head movement was a big game plan.
Maybe it'll come together in this fight. I don't know. You never know, because she's fighting a similar style fighter, right? So she's been preparing for the same person for how many months? How many whatever?
I
don't know if that factors in.
I don't know. The problem with that though is you can see, like you said, there was changes, especially within her striking. You could see it with that head movement. That whole fight, she was just bobbing this whole time.
Yeah. But you gotta
and I saw that within.
You gotta throw too.
Yeah, and I saw that within my own teammate. Debo, she had the same thing working with Aaron Toho, and I saw the changes within her game. And when you really put that together, I feel like it really can make a difference. Yeah. But I think Caitlin. I don't think Caitlin's gonna make enough mistakes for Andrade to take advantage of it.
And she's good on the ground too.
Yeah, that's the hard part. And then on top of it too, this is a massive height difference in 5'8" to 5'1", with a 68-inch reach to a 62-inch reach.
Oh wow. That changes a lot because I saw the Andrade versus Rose fight, and Rose dominated the first 2 rounds, right? And then, like you said, she made adjustments, and then she caught her, broke her nose in the 3rd round, I think it was, and she's got heart though, so you can't count her out. You know what I mean? She's tough.
And if she touches you, something's blowing up, something's getting busted.
You said she's shorter, right? She might be able to enter into some takedowns that she knocked out Rose with. Remember that?
Body slam.
Pick her up and thump her on her head.
Slamming people. Apparently that was the plan.
She could bring that girl to the ground and take her. And
I know. That's definitely a thing.
But if it stays standing with that range that she has, that range advantage, it can go either way. But
Caitlin's getting better.
If I was to guess, I like Andrade. She showed heart.
Andrade.
She showed.
I'm gonna go Chuchagian.
I'm gonna go Caitlin.
Chuchagian. On the one outside. Andrade. Chuchagian. The peanut gallery says Andrade. Peanut gallery's going against the analysis.
Now,
okay, who's the next
fight I have been so excited for. Well, just this fighter, I should say, not specific fight. I've been just waiting for Cyril Gagne's next fight for so long, ever since I saw his last fight.
Is Gagne? I've been calling him Cyril Gagne forever.
Cyril
Gagne.
Gagne.
Yeah, Cyril Gagne.
He's like everybody's favorite training partner for everybody else.
Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
So nice.
I don't even like. Yeah, you're saying Francis Ngannou. Pretty much every guy that Francis trained with, Cyril's trained with. Like every known heavyweight, he's sparred with. And you could see it within like just the way he fights, because he's coming from, I believe, a Glory kickboxing background. Is it the Glory?
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, he won
he's
Glory.
a Muay Thai world champion as well.
And a Muay Thai world champion, and you could see it. Like you could see within his transition to MMA, like there's not many heavyweights who make at least strikers who make as good of a transition. Because before his last fight against, I believe, it was Tanner Boser. I want to say, because I believe was that his last fight.
I think he heel hooked somebody.
No, it was Tanner Boser. Before that, it was Dontel Maez was the one he heel hooked. Yeah, and then even before that, he had another like amazing submission, where it was, I believe it was similar to Francis, where he just caught the Kimura and just grabbed him and dragged the guy to the ground. Yes, Rafael Pessoa, I believe.
I remember the yellow shorts. I was like, yo.
Yeah, no, like Cyril, you see this a lot, where you see, especially within the heavyweight division, where guys come in from another sport, whether it be kickboxing, Muay Thai, even just wrestling or whatever.
NFL.
And, NFL. Yeah, NFL. Great example.
Hardy.
Doing it.
Elvin St. Peru, Dominic Reyes, a lot of football guys. Yeah,
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah,
he's barely.
What's that other guy? The famous podcaster, Brendan Schaub.
Schaub, and then also too
Mirko Krokop,
the
right?
Bellator guy,
Is that how you say
like
his name?
who the one heavyweight that was on the same season with Brendan, who was a football player too. Matt Mitrione.
Oh yeah, Mitrione. Meathead was a football player.
Yeah, a lot of heavyweights come from other sports backgrounds, and they kind of use the athleticism that made them successful in that sport and translate it to MMA. Cyril Gagne went a different route, where he's like, let me learn the game of MMA, and you can see that within, guys coming from a kickboxing, Glory background. He's out here with heel hooks and like Kimuras off the cage.
So
and you could see it within Tanner Boser. Tanner Boser, in my opinion, is one of the other like best in terms of movement in the heavyweight division. Karate background, a smaller or heavyweight, moved around quick. Cyril was like outpacing Tanner Boser, and Tanner Boser was looking like a monster, in his last fights before that. And the whole time you could see like he was aware of his hips, he was aware of where he was going to go, he was aware of how the cage worked, and it's just overall IQ is just something incredible to watch, especially his development as an MMA fighter. Right. I'm really excited. Granted, the guy he's fighting, we're gonna try.
Jack shit about that guy.
This dude is sick, though.
He is dope.
This dude is sick. Like, this is a good matchup. Like
another KSW crazy, the Eastern European block type of guy.
Polish
pay-per-view, they be selling out.
Yeah.
That's
granted,
a big promotion.
this guy,
homie doesn't even have a picture though.
Yeah, so
I don't know
Deletia.
what Google's be doing.
This is
Google's.
Yeah, we got Google's.
Dude,
and,
he's good.
Yeah,
he's good, and he's only like 29 or something.
Homeboy ain't tiny.
with
scary looking
17
Russian
and 3.
But yeah.
But he moves like Cyril.
He fought Marcin Tybura.
What's his background?
Granted, he broke his leg. He broke his tibia.
What's his background?
I would say he's more wrestler, very heavy-handed, like kind of boxer.
He definitely doesn't have the same type of superior technical striking that Cyril has.
Oh, he's a super powerful guy.
Yeah. He does move like a lower weight class, like Cyril Gaunt, like.
Not as well as Cyril though. That's the problem here. Is like.
But he's in there though, and he has more experience, and he's fighting good guys. Like these. That's my only thing. Like if you're coming into the UFC, it's like, okay, well, what kind of who have you been fighting?
KSW though.
No, but
KSW is a legit organization.
They're good, man, and they move fast.
They're super hyped on them, but now you got to make a choice.
I'm still gonna go with Cyril, he comes in. He's like plus 400. If you're looking for a value pick for like betting, that he might just do it.
Oh no, he could pull up the offset. This is gonna be a
high level heavyweight fight, high level.
Are you still gonna stick with Cyril?
I will go with Cyril, but I'll explain why I'm going with Cyril. The reason I'm going with Cyril is like, yes, that's all valid points, but like I said, Cyril's movement is just something else different for the size that he actually is. Like you look at him and Francis, and you're like, who? That's literally the battle of who has the best genetics in the world. Like they're so similar looking in like terms of just how crazy they look, but you could see just the awareness within like where his hips were, where he was going to move. He wasn't lost on the ground. He's willing to go for submissions and not just stick to what he's used to. He's getting better every fight. And you could see also with Anta Delija, yes, he's powerful and strong, but like when he's striking, you could see he's leaping in at you.
And he keeps his chin up a little bit.
Yeah,
he's doing this a little bit. I'm like,
I feel like Cyril has enough level of a fight IQ to be able to set him up for a big knockout shot, and I think he's gonna knock out like Anta.
Peanut gallery. You're going with Cyril, or we're gonna go with.
Hold on, let's not skip our guest here.
I know we're gonna go.
He's like, yo.
Hold on, we're gonna go with him last.
I get to go off of everybody.
All right, best for last.
Nice. I like your thought.
Savage animal.
So we're gonna go with the picture. You're going picture. Everybody's going with
Picture. I'm gonna go Cyril. What does it say? He has 6 matches.
6 and 0.
But I know that he has a background.
Yeah.
So that tells
Glory
me like you get
kickboxing
the guys
champion.
like Adesanya. What does he have? Like 80 kickboxing matches?
100
Like, bro,
combat sports matches.
Like
Those guys with that experience in the striking game, and you said homie over there is a boxer. You're not gonna stand up with that guy.
Yeah, I mean he has like he can kickbox, but he's he has that traditional heavyweight like leaping.
He's looking to take you down.
I'm gonna go with Gagne. I'm gonna go with, but you said the other dude does Kimuras and heel hooks and shit too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Gagne.
You're gonna go with the guy with the grappling.
Cyril.
Gagne.
Oh, Gagne. He's going with Gagne. Yeah.
With the
Okay, now I got a question. So now we got Cyril, and we got a new. I didn't confirm it yet, but I heard there's a new kickboxing star signed to the heavyweight division. Is that true? Did Spong really get signed by UFC? Tyrone?
I don't know who that is.
Y'all don't know who Tyrone Spong is?
That's a fair question, but I know Tyrone Spong is boxing though.
No.
He's done?
No. He's Dutch Muay Thai. This motherfucker is.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is like Tyrone Spong's leg is not like good for MMA.
I heard he's ready to go.
Injured is what I've been hearing.
I heard Chael Sonnen said. So he video messaged Chael, and then Chael put it up to the UFC, and then like a day or two ago, I just saw a post run through a feed that he was getting.
Okay, I got it on MMA Junkie right here.
They signed him.
Interested. Interested. So we have talks. Kickboxing standout Tyrone Spong interested in signing with UFC. They're not on my level. The seasoned kickboxing standout Latino WBC WBO heavyweight boxing champion is interested in resuming his MMA career, and he wouldn't mind doing it in the premier organization, the UFC. Spong, 2-0 in MMA, is focused on boxing at the moment, but he won't shut the door to a run with the UFC if the offer makes sense. All they have to do is give me a good contract, Spong told MMA Junkie. Listen, they're not my level. They're not on my level, and that's plain and simple. I mean, I could go to my gym right here. I could show you I got over 13 belts. I don't fight for belts anymore. It's a prestige thing to have the belt of the best organizations like the WBC, the WBO, the IBF, WBA, but in the end, you can't eat a belt. I just keep it real. I fight for legacy, and I fight to take care of my family. That's why I fight. So
if they sign him, did they sign him?
Man, that's a quote.
Okay, have you seen him fight? Is he good?
Tyrone Spong, before Francis Ngannou broke it, held the record for the hardest punch in the world. So I think Tyrone Spong's pretty dang good.
But I mean, okay, because from what I understand, there's one thing to have a WBC belt. That's legit.
No,
that's
like Tyrone Spong's fought
but
like
to
some
have
of the
a
most...
Latino WBC belt, that's a different belt.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out what that is because
Tyrone
that's a different
is
belt.
good. He's fought some of the best in kickboxing.
Yeah,
he was, I believe, a glory champion.
So is he more kickboxing?
Yeah, he's more kickboxing.
He's more kickboxing.
He's more
had
kickboxing.
some injuries to his legs and then went to boxing.
Okay, interesting.
People run away from him. Like, there's not many people that will.
I mean, he seems scary.
I mean, I think he's good, but if he gets signed to the UFC, like the heavyweight division, I don't think he makes as big as an impact as he's saying. Just because it's an older Tyrone Spong.
Yeah, that's
he's
true.
been weathered.
That's true.
And we have guys like Cyril Gagne, and before that, Robert, Tom Aspinall, who just annihilated his opponent last week, like. We have some heavyweight prospects. I don't think he's... But granted, it's the heavyweight division.
We have
2 or 3 wins are in
well-rounded
title
mixed
contention.
martial artists now.
That's the problem.
So that's the problem.
You gotta remember, he's from the Netherlands, and he's been in gyms with Mike and all the other people like Overeem.
No, he's been training with MMA guys.
And Mike's gym is no joke.
You've been training with MMA
so he's been
guys.
Training with
but their grappling is not the same.
So he's not, and okay, so he's American top team for the last 5 or 6 years now, I believe, and or Black Zillions. I can't remember which one he went.
Somewhere in Florida. Or Sanford. I think he even trained with Sanford at one point. A little bit.
He's doing a little.
Yeah, he's been down in Florida. I have seen him training with MMA
But I'm
fighters.
pretty excited. I think he could do some serious damage.
I just don't feel it.
He might bring some
really am
IQ
not.
to the game. I mean, that's
I think
important.
he would show on the technical side, yes.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of actual impact, in terms of actually moving up the ranks, no. There's too many guys who are young and hungry who are coming up, especially if just heavyweights we don't know about.
Yeah.
You just mentioned a bunch of different sports backgrounds where guys came in and they were putting in work. They were doing well. Matt Mitrione, like I said, all these guys, Greg Hardy, all these heavyweights, like the physical talent of heavyweight and MMA right now just isn't where it should be.
Did y'all see Greg Hardy take a pump of his inhaler?
Oh, completely. That was
in
the best.
between rounds.
In between rounds.
They let him.
It's clear by
So,
Musani.
now, if he asked for it, they let him.
That's wild, though.
Pumped his inhaler in between rounds.
I don't know.
No
That's kind of like taking like caffeine.
He's smashing this dude too, bro. No contest.
Yeah, right.
All right, so
I'm sticking with Gagne on this one though.
Yeah.
But moving on to the main event, a fight I've been waiting for a while. A fight, with so much hype behind it. Even a K-pop star got involved in the beef on this one and got slapped in the face. So there's been drama. There's been shit talk back and forth on this one. Now it's time to see and put who's going to sleep on this one. We have Brian Ortega, Chan Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie. I'm excited. I don't even know what to think. Like, this fight could go either way. Brian Ortega, knockout power, had some exciting fights. We know what he's able to do. BJJ black belt. Ever since that Max Holloway fight, he actually said, or I believe it was 2 fights before, he had just started finally working with the striking coach. So that means he knocked out, I believe it was not Cub Swanson, Frankie Edgar without a striking coach. And he uppercutted him without like a proper coach that he has now. We've seen him now putting in a lot of work. Granted, he's coming off an ACL tear, but I believe Brian a little bit, and have seen him working out. That didn't stop him too much. We were seeing Brian with an ACL tear, and next week we're seeing him out here on medicine ball throws, working out like a madman, out here just being his normal self. But we also have Chan Sung Jung for the first time, surprisingly, with normal vision. That's the thing I've heard talk about in this fight. That's really fascinating to me. Is we didn't know up until a fight ago. Chan Sung Jung has fought a majority of his career with an eye condition where he couldn't, he saw doubles. This man was a world-class fighter.
Hit everybody.
This man fought Jose. Yeah, right?
Fuck up everybody.
He's out here, throwing jabs at 3 different opponents. He's like, where is he hitting? No, but this man fought Jose Aldo, seeing 2 Jose Aldos. There's ain't nothing you're gonna see that's gonna surprise him. And even with that Yair Rodriguez fight, he was winning that fight. If that would have went a second difference, and he wins that fight.
That's true.
And I was watching him with Frankie Edgar before, and it's just, he's a beast. He knows how to keep standing. He's just not going to get taken down. Like I said, I like this fight. Do I think Korean Zombie's going to be able to survive on the ground with Brian Ortega? No, if I'm really honest. Do I think he's going to be able to keep it from going to the ground? Yes. Just because I think his pressure is going to be something that Brian just hasn't dealt with. Like I said, Brian's good, but the numbers don't lie. Brian's eaten up until this point in his career 300 and something shots, almost 400.
He holds the record for amount of shots taken in a round.
One fight, in a round, yeah. So we know Brian's durable, but you don't want to be the durable guy against a guy like Korean Zombie, who we've seen him knock out.
Who's durable too.
Who's durable as all hell, but we've seen Korean Zombie knock some fools out who are known for being durable.
Yeah.
We've seen him bring it to some guys. Personally on this fight, I'm gonna go with Chan Sung Jung just because, like I said, this man was a top level competitor with seeing double vision, and his vision's fully healed up. He's super motivated. Granted, I don't want to say he's coming near the end of his career, but he's entering his last kind of prime years, I believe. He's 33, so he's got
3 years.
Yeah, 2-3 years left, and I think he's feeling motivated. So I think Chan Sung Jung is going to take this fight. I personally think potentially if he is gonna, I don't think he's gonna submit Brian Ortega. There's no way you can submit Brian Ortega, not in the featherweight division. But I think he has the possibility to either take it all 5 rounds or knock him out. I'm really thinking he might knock him out. And I say that as a big Brian Ortega fan. I remember being in high school watching Brian Ortega, and me and all my friends were like, this guy's the next GOAT. You know, man, he's had some bumps in the road. We don't know how his career might turn out, but, you know, Brian Ortega might be still really good. And I think Brian Ortega is really good. I think this is going to be a banger of the fight. This is going to be a back and forth one you're not going to want to blink on, because either guy can put either guy to sleep, whether it be choking or knocking each other out. But I'm going to go with Chan Sung Jung just because I feel like he's going to be a little bit more motivated. Like I said, the man can see now, and he's got, you know, not as many years left, so there's more on the line for the guy.
So let's go to Dory on this one.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm gonna go. So you said that he had some bumps in the road. I mean, he had a bump in the road against Holloway, and that's like one of the best in that division ever. So that was a tough match. If Chan Sung Jung can possibly keep the match standing and outstrike him like Holloway did in that match, what was it, a couple years ago? But honestly, I can't see that happening. I'm gonna go Brian Ortega. You said that he got a striking coach, so he's probably working that striking, and he's not gonna come out as like telegraphed with his punches like he was with Holloway. Holloway put that pace on him, bro. Mm-hmm. But I think in this matchup, I'm gonna have to go with Brian Ortega. Yeah. It's easy to forget what he's been in these 2 years that he's been missing. Mm-hmm. But
he's still, in my opinion,
I got
division.
Ortega.
Yeah, he's still, in my opinion, for the featherweight division, like the face of jiu-jitsu. Like when you think of like, in every division, I think you think of guys who are stylistically or the specialists, and your mind instantly goes like, oh, this guy's like leagues above everyone else. When you think of Brian Ortega in jiu-jitsu and ground game, you instantly think this guy's leagues above everybody else. Yep. There's a reason he's standing guillotine Cub Swanson. Cub Swanson
next level
beat Chrome Gracie, like, and kept up with it. It's like, dude, the resume speaks for himself. Like, this is gonna be a tough fight.
What you got?
Well, I think this is an interesting matchup. This is one that I can't really pick on, I don't think, because, like, okay, so you have Korean Zombie, who took like 3 years off for the military in the middle of his career.
This man is not
at the height of everything, and he comes back and he looks, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna leave that there. He comes back and he looks better than ever. He has momentum. This dude is good. He has vision now. You know, like he's a good fighter regardless of his age. I don't know, they may not, I don't know what happened there, but
Korean Zombie's a zombie for a reason.
Exactly. And I think with Brian Ortega, like you said, it's easy to forget, or like, I don't know, easy to forget what he was, right? Because I think there was a lot of things surrounding, like, I don't personally know him, but I know a few people in his camp, and like I follow him, like I think he's dope, you know, like I like his fighting style. He's very talented, and I mean, he moved really fast, you know, up the ranks, and he was doing well. And I think, like you said, if he didn't have a boxing coach before Frankie Edgar, it kind of becomes this thing where now, not like he can't knock people out, but now you think you can knock people out.
Well, we've seen grapplers fall in love with the KO.
Exactly, and then you go and you fight one of the best strikers in MMA, you know, best hands.
One of the best fight IQs.
And I think it was just a mismanagement. Like he's made a lot of changes. He has like a lot of new camps. Like he's been working like straight boxing with a lot of people I know, like really good coaches. Yeah, and he's been working with Paulie D. He has a few people. He has Dante Stubbs over there.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. No, he's dope. He used to fight MMA.
No, he used to come out of my gym, actually.
Yeah,
Dante Stubbs.
He's dope.
Club Killers.
Yeah.
And like he's made all the necessary changes. He's worked on himself, his body, his eating. He looks better. And I think like when you look into his eyes, you see something different. And I feel like you can't underestimate that look. Whatever that is, I don't know what that is. It's a different look, and like
it's that coming off that championship.
So what are you putting your money on, Fran? If you have to put your money down, who are you going with?
I know. I'd probably lean Brian Ortega.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Ooh.
T-City and Zombie.
Zombie. Am I the only one going Zombie here?
Dude, you can't be. Zombie's good.
T-City on this side.
Zombie.
Korean Zombie's got a better name.
It's a majority.
It's like all these jiu-jitsu guys just picking the black belt here.
I'm going to tell you guys right now. I'm going with Zombie. And the reason why I'm going with Zombie is Zombie's jiu-jitsu is underrated.
Zombie's jiu-jitsu is
Who's the first person to pull off the twister? Zombie. Yeah. So and I've heard from a lot of people in the jiu-jitsu community who has rolled with him, his jiu-jitsu is legit. It's not better than Ortega's. No, I mean I don't know if it is or not, but I'm gonna say probably not.
There's a difference between phenom and there's a difference between having enough to be able to be competitive.
Exactly. So the gap from what everybody else had to deal with Ortega is not the same.
Think about the people he backs up too. Like you're backing up Frankie Edgar. Like he last fight just boop won and he's instantly on his back foot. He's got guys like on his back foot.
And they call him the zombie for a reason because it takes a shit ton of beatings and it keeps coming.
Tough as nails.
So I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Ortega couldn't take Holloway down. He's not gonna be able to take Zombie down.
But he
and he's just gonna
try to take him down.
That's true.
Because he thinks he could strike with him. That was just a game plan issue. I think that'll not be the case here because Zombie might eat him. He might. You know, his striking is good and he hits so hard.
But you gotta. One thing you guys always have to remember: whatever you train the longest and you're most comfortable with
is what you're gonna go with.
Eventually, you're gonna go with that, and he didn't even try. And I believe that is because he kind of knew that he was never gonna get there from where he was at. So I don't think he had a choice but to keep pushing forward and trying to strike.
One of these, like you could make that argument. Watch that last fight. He's too tough for his own good.
But why didn't Ronda Rousey throw Holly Holm down? Why didn't she grab a hold of her? It's the same thing. She thought she could go in there and knock her out.
She didn't realize she was getting her ass handed to her too. It was way too late. But I'm pretty.
You just come in and you don't have the gameplay. He's riding this all the way to the top. Come on. You know, I think there's a lot. If you change the surroundings of a fighter, that does a lot.
Was Ortega trying to prove his striking, and then, you know?
I think like what we were saying earlier of like guys who get fast tracked or guys who get all the momentum. I think if he had all this pressure, that he just. You know, guys were like, they were talking about he was like this great thing. He's got knockout power. Oh, he knocked out Frankie Edgar. He can put this guy to sleep. He can do all this. So I think he was so obsessed potentially with that finish or what people were saying of him that he got away from what got him to the dance.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's that classic. It's that classic. I had that one successful thing, but I'm getting away what got me to the dance.
I mean,
all right, guys.
All right.
Boom.
Get off my platform. It's Joey the Bull time.
Joey.
A moment while we change seats while Joey, the one bald bull, gets on the camera once again, struts his stuff. Like us, subscribe to us, share the link. We do want to continue doing this. That was 2/3 of the Fight Life connoisseurs coming at you with Dory Aoun.
Look at this view.
Now we got the handsome,
beautiful,
palm trees, charismatic, Joey Labu.
Switch the view. I'm trying to interact with our background scene, bro.
Let's jump in, man. That water looks good.
Jeez.
Oh, sorry, dear.
Here we go. Let's try this again. Oh, look at this view.
Wow.
Look at that ocean down there.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. What's up, brother? This is me, Joey the Bull.
Dory Aoun here.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Baby. Let's
energy in the house. You know, new year, new season. Not new year, new season, right? New season. I'm freaking dying over here.
You're done with this year.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, you know, I'm sporting the new mullet. You know, I had the fro going up. I take this stuff out. I look like our guest over here, looking like Francesca with the fro. But now I have a fro. I mean, a mullet now, so it's all good.
Impressive. So
my segment is this: we're gonna probably shoot over the video real quick, and after that video, I'm gonna tell you 3 stories.
It's a video.
And then let's pump up that video real quick. This is MMA with a lot of cool graphics in the background. If MMA was really like this in real life, so let's check it out.
I like it.
Well, look at that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, Robert, get off that video game, man. What the hell?
I got next. Who wants it on Warzone?
Okay,
let's
get it. Hey, anytime. I'm Xbox, brother. Joey the Bull 714.
Let's play.
Now, look at that. Check this stuff out. Now, these are actually graphics that are located on these videos.
Oh!
Now, remember when he was trying to get in the fighting game? I mean, you gotta check this out. Look at this.
Nah.
Look at that.
Oh, there you go, Wiz.
Check that out.
That's pretty sick.
Look at it. Where did his head go? He just blew his head up.
Dude.
Oh, Dugan.
That's impressive.
So if MMA, if like the MMA game would have like graphics in the background like this and sound effects, I think MMA alone is awesome.
Yeah.
But to add this to the game,
I'd take
it's
off.
freaking nuts. Imagine if you're like really high.
Game like this. They should make the video game like this.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Oh!
Hey, 1,000 points right there.
You saw that?
Little Dragon Ball Z's going on.
Dang.
Where'd he go?
That's impressive, man.
Nah, he's talking too fast. The guy don't understand a goddamn word he's saying. And then he just answered with, like, he says, Pokemon, or something like that. With their backward letters and stuff.
Hello, Chicago.
Hello, Chicago. So it's like Chicago, right? I think that's what he meant to say. Chicago. That's messed up. Look at this right here.
Oh, question mark. Thor's hammer. Oh.
Good night. Got the shield out.
Damn.
Good night, sweet prince.
Buff dude want to fight.
Now, if the UFC people are watching,
there he is.
They gotta really use this in their graphics in their new games, you know, the new video games they have there.
Him, John Jones, gonna happen or what?
John Jones, I don't know, man.
Damn, that's pretty sick.
Oh, look at this.
No.
Yeah, it's Tyson Fury, right? It actually happened. It actually happened. You know,
4-7 with the edge.
we can end it right now, but there's still more. There's still more. It gets better. It gets better.
Dude, this guy's talented.
Now this guy comes in. He's like, "Yo, this fight, man. What the hell's going on?" He's playing Modern Warfare right now. And you know what I hate the most about Modern Warfare is the guys that have the rocket launchers. Where do you stick all the ammo? They keep on shooting you with rocket launcher bullets. I don't get it. Like that shit pisses me off. That don't make any sense. Then you have guys walk around with sticks and knives, like you're trying to shoot them like 20,000. Like that's not real life.
That's true.
That's not real life.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, hell.
That's nasty.
There you go, right there. Good night, sweet prince. Oh, here he goes, boom.
Not this one, buddy.
He just scores. He's a big ass and decides to knock down the stage. I mean, that's really effed up.
Damn.
You know, he's a little superhero. He's going to save the day. And he's so stupid.
Hey, he's creative.
Who's this?
Man. He's creative.
Will be mighty.
Mighty Mouse is a gamer.
That would be some freaking great thing to see on TV, right? Get some of these UFC fighters, make them to like a full-on Cartoon Network program.
That'd be sick.
I mean, back in the day when you used to have the WWF wrestlers that had their own cartoon back in the day.
Oh yeah,
that would be something cool to see.
Do they have action figures of them and stuff?
Yeah, they still do.
Okay. Mighty Mouse.
Used to have some of those.
That was pretty cool.
That's pretty dope.
And you got some old school boxing here.
Oh,
I believe this is Mike Tyson.
Body.
Mike Tyson.
The comeback.
Oh, well, look at this. Now this shit's funny right here.
Oh, I seen this.
This shit's funny. No, but this is like a different level.
Squaring
up the kangaroo.
That's gangster, bro.
He's like, oh shit, I'm getting out of here, man. You're Conor McGregor. Oh yeah, oh man, Lucky Charms. Oh man, look at this guy. It looks like me lifting weights. That's how I look when I lift weights, man. Under this shirt, I'm pretty pumped. See this guy?
Where do you get the hammer at?
Oh, what the hell?
How much does it weigh?
Where'd he go?
Oh, that calf kick. Oh!
Dang.
Oh!
Jeez.
It's over 9,000.
Oh, dear.
Tony Hawk ain't got nothing.
Look at his eyes.
Like 900,000.
And she's finish her.
That's so sick, dude.
That's pretty badass, man.
Oh, for sure, bro.
I love these videos with the graphics. It's insane.
Good. It didn't look like much, but those are the shots that really hurt when they brace them.
That's a
short left or left foot.
Yeah, this guy has some fast hands, man. Well, there you go.
Badass.
But hey, that was some cool shit, right? That was awesome. That's awesome. So we're taking you for a quick segment of my Bull or No Bull. I haven't brought this up for a while, so I got 3 stories. One of them is true.
Okay.
Now, Peanut Gallery, can we keep it down up there?
Only one is true?
Yeah, one is true. So I got 3 stories.
Okay.
Now, basically, my life is full of crazy stories. You know, I've been through here and there, neck of the woods, been in Vegas, been chilling with people. You know, I worked for famous celebrities, so that's my life. You know, I'm crazy like that. But anyway, here's my 3. Now, here's my 3 stories. You know,
you're like Joey Diaz, but Joey the Bull.
Yeah, Joey the Bull is true. You know, I mean,
I think you guys should set up a celebrity
We
match,
should.
bro.
People tell me that. But the only thing I never done was do a lot of blow and, you know, all that stuff and go crazy and have some, you know, cat lick my balls. You know, that's just, honestly, that's what Joey Diaz talks about. It's a true story. Everybody be like, oh my God, if you don't like it, get off. But anyway, what I'm saying is this. It's a true story, right? You're Joey Diaz.
Yeah,
and, hey, he has a bunch of viewers. They have a lot of sponsors. They're good.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can't hit on the man.
So here's the stories. Now, well, I was at a strip club one day, right? And, you know, partying up with boys, just giving it hell. And, of course, the girl I was with, she was doing shots. I was giving her shots. Boom, boom. She was dancing, you know, just dropping it was like a WAP session. Just whopping all day. It was pretty freaking solid. I mean, whopping, just dripping. Ba-ba. And next thing you know, she climbs on my chair and she's dancing, and I'm holding everything. She's making it clap. Pa, 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 pa. Next thing you know, I feel this warm sensation in my back, thinking, oh, maybe she's grinding her fingers in my back. I'm like, oh yeah, girl, get it. You're gonna get an extra tip for this. I mean, I'm talking about you get a fat tip for this. I'm like, yeah. Until I realized I hear somebody saying, dude, she's throwing up on your back.
No.
So when I thought it was her fingers, she was actually barfing on my back.
No.
And it smelled like Hennessy, Popeye's chicken. I mean, it smelled like everything. You know, I mean, this girl, she was like a mixed Beyonce looking chick. She was very hot, you know. But yeah, it was pretty solid. And
did she look like Beyonce before or after the shot?
The lights are dark. So they kind of look all the same. When the lights come on, believe me, it's like a zombie fest. Believe me, you've been to a strip club, the lights come on, and you're like, holy shit. I can't believe you have all those herpes all over the place.
Oh, no.
I did some damage. So I take off my shirt, I had to throw it away, and I had to walk out. Even with my tank top, it got soaked. So I had to take off that shirt. And me being a pudgy guy, I had to walk around the strip club with my titties all budged. So I had to buy a T-shirt from the damn strip club, and all they had was XX. So that shit fit me like a damn rash guard.
Hey,
that's like one
might have
boob.
been into it, man. They might have bought a dance from you, bro. Hey, you never know, bro.
So that's my first story. Now, second story is, hey, congratulations to the Lakers. Now, this story takes place like back in 2000. I actually was when I was a DJ.
Okay.
You know, I get a phone call from one of my boys, Zane, just saying, "Yo, we got the Lakers here." I'm like, "Holy shit!" At the club, I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
Badass.
So I go to the club next to the lake. I mean, this is when you had Shaq still playing the team.
2000.
This is when you had Kobe still. Kobe, they were all hanging out the club, and of course, you know, everybody's dancing. I'm playing old school back in the day music because that's what they, you know, everybody likes old school stuff like Zapp and Roger, kind of like the backyard boogie shit, right?
Badass.
So next thing you know, this big old tall fool comes through talking about Shaq. He's like, "Yo, DJ, DJ." I'm like, "What?" Can I have the mic, man? Can I have the mic? I'm like, "All right." So I gave Shaq the mic.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yo, here you go." Everybody. I'm like, "What?" I'm like, and even Dennis was like, "What the fuck did he say?" I have no idea. Yeah, Dennis Rodman. I'm like, "Dude, all right." And so I take the mic from him. He got mad when I took the mic from him because I'm asked, "Yo, Shaq, what'd you say?" And he got my face. Like, "Don't ever say that to me again, sir." And he said, "Well, you know, he got cross-eyed. Don't say, you know, I can't do my cross-eyed." But he got pissed off at me because I was trying to correct him.
Right.
So that's my second story.
That's pretty cool.
Third story. Believe it or not, I took out a black belt one time. It's true.
took out a black belt.
Yeah.
You had one.
No.
Leather belt?
No, I'm talking about a real black belt. You know, the guy was challenging me. I was fresh to the game. I didn't know anything about jiu-jitsu, you know, so he was Mr. like, oh, I'm going to get your ass, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So here I'm ready. Of course he gets me. I'm getting all paranoid because I didn't want my arm to break and all that. So I got crazy and just, I start thinking like thugonomics. Start thinking street smarts. So what I did, I kind of snuck around, grabbed his fucking nutsack. He screamed. I grabbed his arm and I fucking, he started tapping out. Yeah, motherfucker, that's your black belt. And that's it. Those are my stories. Bull or no bull. Which story you think is true?
Wow. Huh.
One was, of course, the stripper throwing up my back. Two was me telling Shaq, yo, what the fuck you saying?
I'm going with grabbing balls.
Or
That's
me
what
grabbing
he's
the
good
ball
at.
of a black belt and put him in the armbar real quick. And the armbar was sloppy. I mean, honestly, it wasn't even a full on. It wasn't even a full on armbar. It was just like
Black belt.
it was a long time ago. It was like
All right, I'm gonna say the first story is real.
we will tell you the story. We'll give the answer next week to Bull or No Bull. I will let you know after the show. But anyway, this was a great show.
Okay.
Dude, Dory, great guest. We got to have you on next time, brother.
Thank you,
We got
brother.
to see each other again. Maybe when you're out in your
stop by.
tournaments. You can't forget about me. When you
How
see me,
could I
ask for an
now?
autograph. I'm pretty famous.
How could I
You know,
now?
I'm a sexy bitch. You know what I mean?
Keep my balls away from you.
Yeah, no,
though,
keep
man.
my ball. Yeah. I like grabbing balls, man. Just like because unfortunately,
likes
I was only
balls.
born with one. No, I'll say I have one ball.
Dory, he's got one ball. He's looking to take one of yours.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah.
All right.
When his hands
so
go under the
wrap this
table,
up, wrap
run.
this up. I gotta get out of
So
here.
when I'm pounding skins, it's like a wrecking ball. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
His name is
shit.
Joey the Ball.
Yeah. So
Joey
honestly,
the ball.
I have no shame. I have one nut. Who cares?
Hey, Joey,
it works.
Joey, I'm gonna need the Bull versus Coco though. I'm gonna need to see that celebrity match. Joey Coco Diaz versus Joey the Bull. Yeah.
Joey Coco Diaz is a blue
Joey
belt, right?
Karate versus
I think so.
He's a blue belt.
But you see how fat that fucker is? I'm gonna give that fucking guy a heart attack.
Hey, that blue
Look.
belt, he's a blue belt.
Oh, well, yeah, Joe, I'm gonna do some fucking blow on this bitch's ass and blah in his ass. You know?
yeah,
Nah, I'll take him out. That's no problem.
I want to see that.
Coco Diaz, if you're out there, Joe Rogan, if you even watch this show,
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Call his ass out.
Coco Diaz,
Call his
you're
ass
in trouble,
out.
you big old bloated
There you
cocaine.
go.
I used to do this. Science. You know, all that bullshit. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
Joey D, I'm a sexy motherfucker too. You know,
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Run it.
Anytime. But anyway, where can they find you on your social medias?
Instagram, Daoun20, Daoun 20.
Dondo, where can they find you on social medias?
John Dondo on Facebook and Dondo the Gym Crasher on Instagram.
Adam and Francesca, where can they find you?
You can find me, you can find both of us on the Fight Left Connoisseurs, Instagram and YouTube, and then find me on Instagram at adam.arb, A-R-A-B-Y.
Look at him go. And you can find me on Instagram at Francesca_Dominique.
And honestly, we'd like to give thanks to our big sponsors out there. Our Life CBD in the house. Check out their stuff. Our Life CBD.
Can we do that
Our Life
segment
CBD
before your segment?
is in the house, brother. It's
Don't bring up our
good
Life
stuff.
CB during this.
No, I'm saying, I'm being serious now. I'm being serious. Minus the Joey the Bull segment.
The comments and thoughts of Joey the Bull are not consistent with that of Gym Crashers
Let's
nor
just make
our
that
Life CB.
clear. Let's make that clear because we like keeping them as our sponsors. See that last sign up there?
Let's talk about our Life CBD before you go on.
But anyway, Our Life CBD, check them out, ourlifecbd.com. Please subscribe, like us over here at Free Admissions at Gym Crashers. It's worth it, dude. The shows are going to be bigger this year, even next year. It's going to be huge. And like I said, if you see me out in the streets, don't be afraid. I like taking pictures and giving autographs. And of course, Joey Diaz, if I run into your big old fat, bloated ass, Cuban ass, science. I can destroy your ass at any time, brother. Anyway, this was Gym Crashers signing out. We'll see you next week.